Welcome in, everybody. Happy Saturday. Everyone is here already. Wow, people are showing up. It's like Saturday games. Everybody is like right there at the tip. The weekday games are not quite. Let's see where our game starts. Like ESPN tried, like basically moved our game time back 30 minutes so that they could air the Lakers game, which was supposed to be the Doncic and LeBron. I guess the Doncic debut, but neither Doncic nor LeBron played, so they basically moved the game for absolutely nothing. Which seems like a total classic ESPN move. All right. Where are we, folks? Yes, up next. Start the game. The game was supposed to start 2 minutes ago, folks. Got nothing. I'm checking the ESPN news, too. That's usually where they send us if we're gonna go, yeah. Yeah, Auburn did, yeah, I did see that. I did see that Auburn did go down. That is quite some news, because that opens up obviously the number one spot, should we get a favorable result here today. That game where Florida beat Auburn at Auburn, which is a bit of an interesting result, I guess, given that Florida just got run out of the gym by Tennessee. I think it was early last week, right? That was a game that those guys played, but anyways, the UNC also escaping today by a single point against Pittsburgh. Pitt had the ball there at the end of regulation with a chance to win the game, and Leggett wasn't able to score a bit of an awkward play at the end. I actually would go back, though, for those that were watching that Pittsburgh UNC game. I go back to the offensive rebound that Pittsburgh got before that final sequence. I thought that Pittsburgh basically there was like 25 seconds on the clock and Pittsburgh got an offensive rebound in the paint, but then they like immediately just tried to go back and score the basket again, and it didn't work out. I wasn't so sure that was the right play. If I was Pittsburgh, I would have pulled it out and just like saved it, like waited for the final possession. I think they did have a timeout left. I can't quite remember, but it was a bit of a helter-skelter finish there. So in any case, we definitely are just gonna sit here waiting for our game to start, I guess, as yeah. Orlando's gonna go play some Tetris while we wait. That's probably a decent use of time. I guess we can quickly talk about Clemson sitting at 10-2 here in the ACC, tied for second place amongst a bevy of other teams. Have beaten Duke 25 times at home, actually, including 2 out of the last 3 times that Duke has played at Littlejohn Coliseum. The Clemson Tigers have won, including last year, so that's not great. Skylark saying that Clemson has a higher 3-point percentage than us, also true. Nicholas, welcome in. And Cat Fan, Missouri almost won in a great game. Yeah, I guess the SEC really is like any given Saturday. And although I still think to be determined whether they'll be successful in the NCAA or not, I have no idea. We'll see. Clemson also coming off a loss earlier this week, actually a triple overtime loss to Georgia Tech. That game also at home. So were Clemson to lose this game, that would be 2 losses at home in the last 2 outings. So that is a bit of a storyline that I think we might be a little, worried about. SEC is a bloodbath this season, but Auburn seems to be like, of all the teams, like Auburn seems to be doing obviously the best. Right, they lost today, but they've been very steady. Also, Kansas lost on the road at Kansas State. A lot of the early games turned out to be pretty straightforward. Like Kentucky won handily today. There's a couple other ranked games in the SEC that went the way of the ranked team without much craziness. But then I guess in the last stanza, we lost Auburn and Kansas both going down. So I have no idea. The games should start in within the next minute, I would think. 6:38 would be the typically thing. But in any case, the ones to watch for here for Clemson, number 0, Lacken, 10 points per game, 6 rebounds. Number 1 is really the star of the show for Clemson, Chase Hunter. Be interesting to see how we're able to lock him down or not, actually. So 17.5 points per game for Chase Hunter, shooting better than 48% from the field, 43% from 3, and 90% from the free throw line. Number 1 on Clemson is somebody you do not want to send to the free throw line. That'll be something we have to keep an eye on as well. Shefflin, 12.8 points per game and 9.5 rebounds, kind of their big man, number 4. And then Jaden Zachary, keep an eye on him, number 11 as well. Also, Clemson does have a former Duke transfer, which you may recognize, number 14 there, Christian Reeves. And whether he'll actually play or not, I have no idea. Jay's the Face, this is a big game, even if the status don't say. It's obviously a big game. I mean, yeah, Shane, there's only a Duke is the only ranked team in the ACC. I think. I'm pretty sure that's true. Or Louisville might be in the 20s, but even if they're not, that's the only one that's even close. The problem is that the only teams, ACC teams, don't have a chance to beat a ranked team because they don't exist. So how do you get yourself in the rankings if all you do is play unranked teams? It doesn't work, right? That's the same problem that Carolina is having. Yeah, they just beat Pittsburgh, so it's a quad 2. That's one of their best quality wins is going to be Pittsburgh at home in a chance to form some sort of resume for the NCAA tournament. Okay, is it going to be enough at the end? I don't know. I doubt it. I still think Carolina doesn't make it, but it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, this is the best. This is the biggest game because we don't play Louisville again. So, the only other good team in the ACC that you could play would be Clemson. So, that's essentially what we're left with. You have Clemson, SMU we already beat. Louisville we already beat. Wake Forest we already beat. Clemson is a 10-2. They're the 3rd ranked team. Stanford we play next week at home, so it's probably okay. North Carolina we already beat them. Virginia Tech already beat them. Florida State got to play them later. Pittsburgh already beat them. Cal, we're a 10, right? We're down at number 10 in the ACC at this point. You just don't have there's just aren't that good games around. All right, so it looks like we are going to start on the ESPN Noticias. So there you go. Can you explain quads and what they mean? Yes. So the different quads are basically how you accumulate points towards your net ranking when you get evaluated in the NCAA tournament. I'll discuss it at the first TV timeout because we're actually underway here at Little John as we've just tipped off. The 5 on the floor, Flag, Malowach, James, Proctor, and Knipple as Proctor comes up with a steal against the aforementioned Chase Hunter. And that is the first turnover for Clemson. And Duke looks to be okay defensive. So I think defensively we're going to be okay at the start here. Obviously, it's going to be whether or not the offense shows up as Proctor manages to hit his first 3-pointer. Nice assist there from Sion James, who's averaging about 4 assists per game and had a clean sheet last week or sorry, last time out. And that's another turnover there for Clemson. And up ahead to James, and James is going to lay. That's a foul. That's an and one. That's an and one. That should be an and one unless they don't give him continuation. So 2 turnovers and 5 points so far for Duke. Yeah, that is clearly Dylan Hunter there. A foul on him, as we will get the... Duke has the arrow, so now we're up to date. And James converts. So 6 quick ones for the Blue Devils here as we are underway. Well, I'll show you at the TV timeout. I'll pull up the sheets, the net rankings. Yeah. All right. So I got a foul on Duke here, and Clemson will break the scoring there. That'll be Dylan Hunter there with 2. I like the somebody posted that Clemson logo a long time ago. It's like, apparently it's the retro one. I liked it too. That was a rather interesting tiger that they've got going there. So actually, some good defense now from Clemson here, finally in the half court. Turnaround jump shot for Proctor, no good. And we have some rebounding action. No, we got a foul. We got a foul on Knipple. Taking out one of the Clemson players. The commentary crew is Corey Alexander, Dick Vitale, and the third one, I don't remember. Yeah, no, I don't remember. Oh, Dave O'Brien, that's right. That's the other guy. All right, so Jaden Zachary with the point here, and now this is going to be Shefflin. Shefflin being guarded by Cooper Flagg. Flagg staying vertical here. Nicely done. Ooh, good pass there to Lockham. And Clemson has a quick 4. So 6-0 Duke, 4-0 Clemson, 6-4 is where we're at. Unfortunately, we couldn't really convert that really shaky start for Clemson. At least we ever... That's a foul, man. Can nipple for 3. Yes. So far, the shooting is there for Duke. We're 3 of 4, have only missed 1 shot so far. Good defense on the outside there by Malawach. I love how Malawach, despite, like, you know, big man supposed to play in the paint, really guards well on the perimeter as well. That's kind of the thing of, like, being positionless players, and that was deflected. So Clemson has 4 seconds on the shot clock. We have a foul on James. That is a bailout. Chalk fan, welcome in with the Let's Go Devils. That is a complete bailout foul, as we were about to come up with steal number 3. That'll be on James. So we got fouls. Fouls kind of across the board here. Proctor, Knipple. That'll be 20 seconds back on the shot clock for Clemson. Duke brings the double team on Lockham, actually, between Knipple and Malawach here, and the mid-range jump shot for Jaden Zachary goes. So Clemson, 3 of 3, actually, I think. So when they're not turning the ball over, they are scoring. Flagg still scoreless, actually. Hasn't touched the ball yet on the offensive side. Really between Proctor, Knipple, Malawach, and James here. They're going to try to set the high pick and roll. And there's Malawach rolling. 5 seconds for Knipple. You're going to put up the 3. Oh, he cashes that in. Knipple is hot right now. 2 out of 2 from 3. When will it be on Prime ESPN? There's still 2 minutes left in this Lakers game, and they're up by 10. So... Oh, Shefflin beats Knipple. Bad defense by K-Man over there. 12-8 as both teams seem to have settled in offensively. or rather the offense is getting the better of the defenses at the moment. Flag runs into Dylan Hunter, and there's a moving screen. That was too obvious. Foul on Malawach. Fourth foul on Duke and a offensive foul, and there's the first timeout. Okay, so Skylark was asking about the quads. So this is the quads. So basically, this is how it works. A quad 1 is when you play a team ranked, is when you're at home playing a team ranked 1 through 30, or at a neutral site, they can play 1 through 50, or if you're away, it's 1 through 75. So basically, this means that because you have to play away, it's generally harder, so you can play a lesser team away, and if you beat them, it's the same as if you beat a 30th ranked, like the 30th ranked team at home. Because you're at home, you get benefits, essentially. You get home court advantage. So, yeah, exactly. Beating a top 30 team at home is considered equally difficult as beating a top 75 team away. All right? So, Clemson is a 33rd ranked team. They are away. They fall well into this 1 through 75. They would almost be over here, actually, if we got them at home. They fall into this quad 1 category, which we have a record of 5-2 against, having lost to Kentucky and Kansas, which I think makes sense. Auburn, Louisville, SMU, Wake Forest, all quad 1 wins. This Wake Forest one and this SMU one, again, because we played these away, SMU ranked 39th, it counts. Wake Forest ranked 66, but it was away, so it counts up here. Then you get these quad 2 ones. I actually didn't realize George Mason was up here. That's kind of interesting. You get them at home. Check, Pittsburgh, Carolina, and then basically the rest of the ACC. I mean, like Virginia Tech and Miami. We play Miami again, actually. We have to go to Miami, and that's going to be another quad 4. But basically, this gets you 4 points. That gets you 3. That's 2, and that's 1. And if you lose the game, you get it deducts from it. So like if you lose this quad 4, it's like -3. That's like a -2. That's a minus, or that it's like -4, -3, -2, -1, essentially. And then you end up like coming up with a score, and that's how you like rank the teams. So yeah. But then you can see the schedule of what's left, right? Like Cal, the only quad 1 game left is this North Carolina one, which will be at UNC. That's usually how it goes. And then you get this neutral one against Illinois. So picking up both those would be huge. And obviously they get the ACC tournament, which is all neutral sites. So that helps you too. So the fact that, yeah, you can beat teams at a neutral site helps. Obviously you get the automatic qualifier, but it helps your seeding more so than just being an automatic qualifier. So, all right, here we go. 12-8 in the early going here, as Clemson is clawing its way back into the game after a rough start with 2 straight turnovers. They have gone 4 of 4 from the field. Malik Brown in the game now, actually really putting a lot of pressure on Clemson. A lot of ball denial here, and Lockham is going to score again. Clemson, I don't think, has missed. 12-10. Actually, Duke hasn't really missed either, to be fair. We've missed 1 shot. And so both teams are red hot. And a cheap foul on Dylan Hunter. That'll be his second? Oh, no, that's on Wiggins. Chauncey Wiggins, that's his first. Okay. Oh, boy. Cooper Flagg apparently has the flu. That's not good. Maybe this could be his flu game, though. There could be 20 points plus the flu. I mean, if there was going to be an upset, it was going to be this game. We just got to be mentally ready for that, chat. Knipple, nice drive. Ooh, too strong, actually. The putback too strong as well. And Knipple steals it. What a theft. Oh my goodness. Flag now. Flag to Knipple. Knipple thought about the three. He's going to drive baseline instead. Nice feed to Malik Brown. What a beautiful pass. 14-10. Welcome, Timmy. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Saturday. Everybody's winding down for some dinner, I guess. Apparently, Cooper Flag has the flu. I don't know. He's playing with it. Whatever. I'm sure he's fine. Chase. Oh, my God. This is such a bad play. This is such a bad play. This is, oh my God. Cooper, man. It's like late, he gets beat late on the closeout, fouls the guy. Brutal. Brutal. The entirety of the Duke starting lineup all has one foul. Maybe the strategy there is to get Chase Hunter the flu in the span of the game. He is going to miss this free throw, so 14-12. Is Gillis back? I don't know. It's actually kind of, we'll have to see next time they pan over to the Duke bench. We'll take a look. Knipple going to, oh my God, that was a terrible throw. I mean, that is literally Knipple throwing into double coverage. That is what you might see tomorrow, okay? Nice held ball, actually. That should be a held ball. Yeah, and Duke will get the possession. So that is a steal by Duke, forced there by Malik Brown. The throw into double coverage by Knipple is ill-advised. ESPN is free. That's the next, they're gonna gotta wait till the next time out, though. Proctor to Flag. Flags has yet to take a shot and sends it cross court to Knipple, gives it to Brown. Back to Knipple, who's now driving, trying to go with the left hand. Ooh, nice finish actually with the right. Switches hands in the air and completes the play, 16-14. Oh, a wide open three-pointer for Clemson. Ends up short. Rebound in the lap of Knipple, and it's 5-on-4 if Duke wants to press. No, they won't. Actually, nice pocket pass to Malik Brown. Extra pass to Proctor. Proctor misses the wide open three, and Knipple deflects it out of bounds as Clemson retains the rebound. Yeah, somebody is like way ahead. I'm not that far behind. Nick, everybody's just got to, you got to stock up on your vitamin D, man. I mean, I got to walk the dog in freezing temperatures every day because it's 10 degrees cooler here in Seattle, colder rather, than it should be on average, okay? We should be close to 50 degrees. It's like in the 30s. It's like 45. It's like 35 or less. It's insane. But you stock up on your vitamin D and you're fine. Yeah. Tell you, man, the vitamin D keeps away the colds. It's great. All right, so now Duke playing some defense here after the missed Proctor shot. Isaiah Evans in the game. He had a nice game last time out, actually. Finally, Clemson manages to miss a shot. It's the second one in a row that they've missed. And Duke back out and running. Malik Brown over to Flag. Flag still hasn't really gotten to the rim. Now he's going to charge in there. Finish with the left hand. What a extension by Coop. Finally, there he goes. Nicely done. On this one, Clemson takes a quick shot here. Duke recovers, and Duke pushing Proctor down the floor. It's a 2-on-3, actually. Proctor's going to finish! Wow, what a play. That could have been a and one there. So quick transition by Proctor. Ill-advised shot by Jaden Zachary from Clemson, actually. Also, nobody on Clemson stopped the ball. It was a 2-on-3 fast break, and that could have been ended up as a steal, but Shefflin goes up and over Malik Brown, so Shefflin has 4. Timmy's staying inside. Gotta bundle up and take your vitamins. Flag, gonna drive. Nice pass to Brown. Oh, it was deflected. What a save by Clemson. That is 2 points. Who was that by Clemson? Number 3. Heat breeder. Heat breeder. Hide breeder. Oh, nice slap away by Malik Brown, taking it right back. Malik Brown gets his revenge as he steals it right back from Clemson. Oh my goodness, what a crossover dribble. And a foul by Tyrese. This is beautiful. Look at this, look at this, look at this replay. Come on, give me the replay. Let me see it. No replay? Fine, I'll give you the replay. Look at the handles on this. Number 1 is a great defense by Malik Brown, all right? Who's been like our best defender all season, probably ACC Defensive Player of the Year. What handles there? I mean, that's beautiful. That's beautiful individual effort. And I have been I must say, I have been very hard on Tyrese Proctor, okay, over the last couple games because he looked like he was slumping there for a while, and I've been very critical of him. Now, he has answered the bell, all right? He has absolutely answered the bell the last couple games. UNC game over here, 17 points. Syracuse game, 16 points. Now he has 7 so far tonight. It's fantastic. He's doing great. He has completely shut me up, as they say. I was concerned for him there for a while. Orlando, if you have a new Clemson logo, you might have to wait for the ACC tournament because we don't play them again. It is always a chalk fin. It is always a great story when somebody manages to beat cancer. That is just a terrible, terrible, terrible disease. So it is fantastic to come out on top. No, Malwatch is fine. He just got an early foul. He got an early offensive foul on John Shire, was not happy about it. Both teams shooting incredibly well still, actually. Clemson, 7 of 10. Duke, 9 of 12. That is 75% for Duke and 70% from Clemson here in the early going. And that definitely can't continue. The question is, which team slumps first, sooner and more? All right, we're getting ready to go here on this TV timeout. Looks like Foster is there. I don't see Gillis in the huddle, though. Maybe he's still out. Yeah, I don't see any Mason Gillis around, so he might have not made the trip here. Maybe he's waiting to get back for the game against Cal. We got Cal and Stanford next week. Another Wednesday, Saturday sort of setup there. I love this stat. Both teams are combined 20-2 on where is it? Both teams are combined 20-2. Of course, like both losses just happen to be from Clemson. Tyrese Proctor completes the 3-point play, and that is actually not correct. Oh my god, I killed it. There we go. All right. So Jaden Zachary with a 3. That brings it... Oh, no, sorry. That was a 2. Proctor's got 8. I don't know, Nick. Somebody said he did. I'm going to the Stanford game next Saturday. There it is. Nice. Yeah, Stanford is the better of the two Cali schools between Cal and Stanford. Yeah, Stanford of the two is going to be the harder one. Flag can't quite hit it. That should be out on Clemson. It looked like it was out on Clemson, but no. Okay. Clemson trying to be physical with Cooper Flag. Yes, other teams have tried. Only Kentucky and Kansas have succeeded. And that was a long time ago. The turnaround from Dylan Hunter. Oh my gosh, the soft rims at home. The 5-point game here, 23-18. As we hit the 10-minute mark. So actually, I would say, now that we're at the 10-minute mark, I would say Duke has started at... It's definitely not a slow start. I think we got off totally fine. That's not great. That's a held ball, and that's a steal. That is a steal by Dylan Hunter, and Proctor is upset with Malawach there for not running the right play, as Proctor will head to the bench for a second. Cooper will also go to the bench. Who do we bring in here? Foster? Wow, Chase Hunter, 33% from 44% from 3. So Evans, Brown, Knipple, Malawach, and James. And this is a 6-0 run here for Clemson, as they've pulled it to within 3. James driving. James gets fouled by Lockham. That's the first. 5 fouls for Duke, 4 for Clemson. Sion James to the free throw line. Very good at the free throw line here. For 2, I'll take it. Did they totally not even show the Sion James free throw? No, he makes the first. 24-20. James gets the second one. All right. 5 points for him. 25-20. See if Duke can get a defensive stop here. Even Isaiah Evans has played well defensively. Last game had a steal. Almost had 2 steals, actually. Made a bit of a mess of one that ended up going out of bounds. Dylan Hunter back outside to Zachary. And Malik Brown gets caught up in the air, although no shot there. This is Christian Reeves, and the three-pointer is no good, and it'll be tapped out by Clemson. And so Clemson will miss on that particular play. The miss by Wiggins, number 7, now 0 of 2 from beyond the arc. Still shooting 70%, 10 of 14, though. Basically, so 10 of 12 from the inside, from 2 is Clemson still. Malawach back to Knipple, little give and go action. Knipple, nice feed to Malawach, and that's a foul. Hands everywhere. Be Reeves with his first. If I have that right, that'll be the 5th on Clemson. And Malawach will go to the free throw line, which may be a bit of an adventure, to be honest, folks. Yep. Misses the first. It looks like Cooper and Tyrese will take their rest until after the under 8 media timeout. Your high school had a Clemson logo in the middle, but it was so it had the paw, like the same thing as like the same paw looking thing. Oh, and just as I say that, Flag and Proctor come back in the game, so I was completely wrong on the substitution call. I did not think John Shire was going to make that sub, but okay. 8:25, like, why? You got 20 seconds left. It's like one possession. Oh, I guess, okay. I mean, sure. You can. They'll get their rest anyway here at the next whistle in 10 seconds. Good feed down low to Reeves. Proctor backs off. Oh, great hustle there by Malik Brown to knock the rebound away out of Christian Reeves' hands. And James going to put the ball on the deck and drive into the paint. Gets it back outside to Proctor. Proctor going to take a very contested three-point shot, but hit it anyway. Proctor has 11 points in the first 12 minutes of action, and Duke has a 9-point lead. Good drive by Clemson. Oh, God, they're going to get Knipple from behind for that. Really? Oh, I disagree with this. Look, no. He just runs himself into Malik Brown, who's not moving, okay? Knipple comes up from behind and swats it away. I don't really see a problem with that. I don't really see a problem with that on the replay. But here we are, 29-20. So Clemson got it down to within 2? And Duke re-extended here to a 9-point advantage at the 7:42 mark. I mean, this is still, like, really impressive by, like, both teams. I just don't, like, Duke shooting 71% from the floor, Clemson shooting 67% from the floor. Like, everybody's just making shots. Duke is 80% from 3. We're 4 of 5, and we've gone 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Oh, the only miss was Malawach's 1 miss. 4 turnovers, 5, a little bit messy from both teams, honestly. But Duke with the 12 points off the turnovers, and Clemson hasn't been capitalizing. And not much rebounding because there's not many misses. So it's kind of like both like high-powered offenses for both sides here. 5 steals for Duke is very impressive, though. That's actually every single Clemson turnover has been a result of a Duke steal. One of the interesting stats that I was looking up was so Malik Brown, he had 71 steals last season on Syracuse. This season so far, he has 28 steals, which is actually second on the team. So he's not going to get back to that 71 mark, but he has 103 deflections. So, you know, not knocking the pass out of bounds or knocking the pass and then have somebody else steals it. 8 of those deflections in the game against UNC and 9 of those deflections in the game against Syracuse. Just the defense there by Brown, very impressive. I have missing a foul on somebody here for Duke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only showing me who's played. Split box here. There we go. Malawach. Foul on Brown. So Clemson will be headed to the free throw line on the next foul that Duke commits, and that'll be the start of the 1-and-1. Yeah, but at some point teams have to start missing. I mean, the difference in the game, both teams have made 10 shots. The difference in the game is that Duke, 4 out of the 10 have been 3-pointers, and Clemson hasn't hit a single 3. Also, Duke has made 5 free throws. So 4 plus 5, there's your 9. And that's the difference in the game. So really the difference at the lines, Duke winning both the free throw line and the 3-point line right now, even though Clemson very, very strong at the 3. Yeah, glad to see Proctor has come out on fire. Agreed. Tyrese Proctor with 11 points here in the first half so far. Only 12.5 minutes of game action, which he's played about 10 of them. There's the drive, actually, by Del Jones, who scores an improbable-looking shot. I thought it was a bit of out of control. I didn't think there was a chance that shot was actually going to go. Brown to Knipple here. Knipple's going to get a turnaround jump shot for 3. That doesn't hit anything, actually. It's a miss. He thought he got fouled, but finally Duke misses a 3, so 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, and Clemson with an opportunity to cut into the lead. Another deflection there from Malik Brown on Sheffield as the ball goes out of bounds, and Clemson will have to re-inbound from in front of the Duke bench. Victor Lackham here, working on Brown. Good defense for Brown, and Lackham scores up and over. I mean, the defense is not bad, honestly. Just Clemson seems to be making everything. So does Duke. Sure, has kind of both teams scratching their head, like, defensively, what's going on? But, like, flag now on the drive with Lackham. That's a travel. Turnover by Cooper Flagg. That was unfortunate. So Clemson here with yet another opportunity to score and cut into make the lead only 3 or 2, depending. Oh, and Clemson just hands it. That's a foul. That's a foul on 0. That is absolutely a foul on Lackham, as Proctor was about to take it the other direction. So a Clemson turnover, the second on Lackham, which is actually pretty big. He's got 8 points. He leads Clemson right now, does number 0, especially in the paint. Clemson doing all their damage down low, having yet to hit a 3. So empty trip for Clemson. And now Cooper Flagg with an opportunity for the Blue Devils. Cross-court pass to Knipple. And now to Brown. And it's going to give it to James. James to Flagg. Flagg in a pretty good position here on the lower block. And going to take the turnaround jump shot. Doesn't go for him. It's just slightly off. Usually it does manage to make that shot. It rattled around the rim about twice before coming out. And Hunter beats Sion James. And we have a timeout here for John Shire, as Clemson has gone on a 6-0 run since the 8-minute timeout. So a game of runs here. And we're back down to a 3-point game. Yeah, I mean, defensively, it just hasn't... Defensively, no team has been making inroads, although Clemson has been making, of late, better defensively here. 7 of their last 9 and 3 of their last 3. And Duke hasn't scored in 2 minutes, as its shooting percentage is down to 63%, while Clemson's is back up to 72%. Holy moly. So, yeah, we missed a shot from Knipple, and we missed a shot from Flagg, and all of a sudden Clemson still isn't missing. I mean, they're just making everything. This last one from Chase Hunter, I mean, isn't really, it's a layup, but bad defense there by Duke. So let's see what John Shire's got cooked up out of the timeout here. Back to Flagg, over to Knipple. Give it back to Flagg. There you go. And now to Proctor. Proctor thought about going left. Does not. The swing back to Flagg. Flagg gets double teamed and out to Knipple for an open 3. Knipple, yes, knocks down the open shot. And Con Knipple has 11. Great awareness and presence of mind by Cooper Flagg when Clemson brought the double team. That left Knipple wide open on the perimeter. Deep three here by Del Jones. Oh, that is the first three to go for Clemson. So back-to-back three-pointers, one for each team, and we've neutralized everything there. Back to a three-point game, 32-29. And Duke almost loses the ball. We've got 7 seconds on the shot clock here. Cooper is going to step into a three way too long. Way too long. What are they looking at? John Shire is hot about something. I think he's asking why a foul wasn't called. Does he trip Jaden Zachary? Are you kidding me? Zachary is like literally in his pants. I mean, give me a break, man. Jaden Zachary is on top of Con Knipple. They're trying to untangle each other. I mean, this is ridiculous. How is this a flagrant one? There's no intention here. I mean, Knipple is trying to get up. Wow. Yo, boys, the fix is in, okay? The fix is in with Dick Vitale returning to call this game. The whole, like, and now they're going to charge Knipple with a flagrant foul. So Clemson's going to get 2 shots and the ball. They're going to go 32-31, and then they're going to take the lead on the ensuing possession and the ensuing gift. The fix is in, all right? That is a bullshit call. By the way, when you go to get yourself up off the ground, and your feet are on the ground, as if you're doing a sit-up, your feet will naturally come down. So, that is not a... I suppose it was Clemson ball anyway, because Flagg missed the three, so it was Clemson ball anyway. So the change in like Duke doesn't actually lose a possession there. Although had he made the three, they probably would have wiped the three away. So it's really just 1 point there for Jay and Zachary on the flagrant free throw. So Duke needs to answer here and almost gets a turnover. Malawach on Sheffield. No, that's a shot clock violation. Beautiful defense by the Blue Devils, finally. I have no idea how that was a flagrant. That just, like, makes no sense to me. These are literally the refs for the Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl tomorrow, man. It's like, the fix is in for the Chiefs. That does not work. James driving, gonna take it into the body of Shefflin, and James, 7 points for him. Nice contribution for Sion James tonight. Oh, and Clemson just throws it away. Not on the same, Shefflin, not on the same page. I'll take it. Under 4 timeout. Duke with possession when we come back. Actually, we don't really go anywhere, so, like, Duke with possession when the game resumes. So, yeah, so Clemson on a 9-3 run. Duke answers there, so get 2 points, and we'll have another opportunity here. These last 4 minutes are going to be big. Obviously, this kind of has the set, this kind of has the feel of one of those games. It's going to come down to the final possession kind of thing. Unless the second half just is a completely different complexion than the first. I mean, just interestingly enough, despite the fact that both teams are shooting insane from the floor, 63% for Duke and 74% for Clemson, it's really not that high scoring of a game. Like, you would expect, like, okay, maybe it's like in the 50s or something, but it's like 34-30. So you're going to end the game at 68-60. Like, that's not, that, by the way, 60 points is right on the average of what Duke allows other opponents. So Clemson is shooting literally the best half of its life, okay? And still has only managed the average number of points of a Duke opponent. It's crazy. Presumably because they have 8 turnovers. So defensively, Duke has still played pretty well despite Clemson's hot shooting here. I mean, if Clemson had half the number of turnovers and they had another 4 baskets, yeah, they'd have 8 more points. It would be like 38-34. They'd be winning, right? Like, but Duke seems to be keeping up pretty well defensively. All right. What else? Yeah, Duke with the 14 points off the turnovers. Clemson has only managed 4 points off 5 Duke turnovers. So basically, Clemson is managing less than a point per turnover. And the rebounds are still like, there's only 6 rebounds for Duke and 7 for Clemson. It's crazy. I can't remember another game where I've seen like so few turnovers. There's literally less turnovers than there are fouls in this game. So Duke with possession here. Oh, the possession arrow should actually be Duke. So if that doesn't change again, Duke will have the ball in the second. So let's see what Duke's got here out of this under 4 media timeout. Proctor driving, going to pull up at the ACC. Yes. Proctor has got the range today. 13 points here in the first half, making up for Cooper Flagg, who only has 2. And there we are. Also Knipple with 11. And so the rest of the Duke team really picking up Cooper Flagg here. Isaiah Evans going to pick up a foul on an attempted steal. I like the hustle there, actually. But that'll put Clemson on the line for a 1-1. Oh, there's a big earthquake in the Caribbean. Ooh. That's kind of odd, considering that's not, like, very seismically. Well, maybe out there in the continental shelf, I guess. A little far away. Okay. I don't even know if Clemson has, like, slowed the game down. I feel like both teams have played at a decent pace, to be honest. Like, so let's see. At the free throw line, Dylan Hunter for the 1-1. And nada. Oh my God. Clemson comes down with a rebound. And we have another foul. Come on, man. Come on. Can't even pull down. We were about to get a turnover and could not pull down a rebound. A missed front end of a 1-and-1 is literally a turnover. Christian Reeves gets the first. Jeez. Foster into the game. What color does Cal wear away? Probably the yellow. Or is it gold? It's like yellow or gold. And Reeves makes both. Boy, that's really annoying. We could have gotten that rebound, gone up 38-30. Instead of 36-32. Okay, here we go. 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Proctor gonna go from deep again. I mean, ride the hot hand. He's got it right now. Proctor's got 3. It's big, it's big. What a game from Proctor here. He's got 16 in the first half. Incredible performance in the first half here by the junior. Dylan Hunter has to give it up. Gives it up to Chase Hunter there. It was great defense by Proctor. The jab step twice there by Chase over Flag. Flag got a hand on it. Rebound down to Reeves. And another foul. And another foul. This is 2 straight offensive rebounds for Clemson. Second foul on Malawach. Not great. Not great. These last 2 possessions, being unable to close out the defensive possession here with a rebound. And, like, look, there hasn't been that many rebounds. And Reeves misses it. But it's 2 shots. The gold Cal lettering. Posted in Discord. Sure, I mean... Oh, I think I know what you mean. But yeah, just go ahead and post it in Discord. I'll use whichever one you guys... whatever the popular vote is. Power to the people. Reeves has 1 of 2, so he has the last 3 points for Clemson, all at the free throw line. And Foster here to Proctor. And oh my God, Isaiah Evans wasn't even looking. Unforced error there for Duke. That was terrible. Hyde Breeder gives it to Shefflin. Shefflin gonna send it down low to Reeves. Duke double team, and Reeves scores again. Reeves on a 5-0 run all by himself since the last time out. Crazy. The Duke transfer here with 5 quick ones, and Clemson is on a 5-0 run. Not a great way to go, close out the last 4 minutes. Proctor being played hard by Jaden Zachary. Does get separation. Puts up 3. It's short. Finally, well, Duke misses a shot here. Clemson still can't miss, seemingly. Isaiah Evans on Zachary, on Jaden Zachary. Zachary's not looking to score right now. Gives it up to Hyde Breeder. And 8 seconds on the shot clock. We're going to go for the high pick and roll. That's offensive foul. As Christian Reeves commits that one. So Duke manages to dodge a bullet there because Clemson had an opportunity. So far, Duke has really answered the bell, though. Clemson keeps making runs, and Duke just kind of keeps pushing them away. Something that we've seen this Duke team do time and time again throughout the season. Foster, nice jump stop. Too short, though. Gets his own rebound, tries to get another rebound, and the putback is no good. So Duke's offense not working there. Can score. Nice steal there by Cooper Flag, and this should be an easy flush. There it is. Beautiful. Turnovers for touchdowns, as Tom Izzo would say. Cooper Flag with a brilliant steal finally pushes out that lead a little further. Timeout, Clemson. Cooper looks exhausted, man. All right, so after this, we got these 36, 38 seconds here. 6-point game. Gotta get a stop and a bucket. I'd like to go in up 8. 43-35. That was really big. That was really big for us. It is kind of silly that the last 5 points have all been Christian Reeves, though. Like, Clemson's offense has also kind of struggled here because in the ones that Christian Reeves has, in the possessions that Christian Reeves has not scored, it's been offensive foul, Christian Reeves turnover, Cooper flag, steal, turnover. So basically, Clemson has turned it over on the 2 possessions that Christian Reeves hasn't scored. And Reeves has scored a 2-pointer and then gotten 3 free throws. We've made it easy for them just because we haven't been able to rebound. So 13-second game clock, shot clock violation. That 3 looks definitely no good, but Clemson comes down with a rebound. Actually, Proctor comes down with a rebound. He's calling a timeout. Yes, that is a good timeout. See, this is what that'll be the second charge timeout. This is what I don't understand why we don't do this more often. Like, there's 21 seconds left on the clock. You want to get the ball. Like, you just got a defensive stop, right? We talked about how important that was going to be. Now you have an opportunity to go up 8. You don't, want to send this back to Clemson. And, by the way, the possession arrow is in your favor, which means you will get the ball at the start of the second, assuming that you don't waste the possession arrow right now, right? Because Clemson could have tied that up. The ball would have stayed with Duke, and then Clemson would have started with the ball in the second half. Instead, we now get a chance to double up, right? So that is a great use of the timeout here. Secret game shirts. Oh, that's what that is. Oh, yeah. But that wasn't against Clemson. That was a Trinity College game against who was that against? Anyway, 5 seconds here. So end of game situation, and we are gonna completely scuff that. Wow, that was a terrible end of the half scenario there. Credit Clemson, I guess, but at least we couldn't even get a shot off. That is definitely not great. So let's rewind that for a second. Okay, so here's the final possession. And we've talked about how poorly we've done in these final possessions. I mean, so 10 seconds. So you got to initiate. So we're already late. Like, look, there's 7.5 seconds left, right? And we've just started trying to make something happen. All right, so we're 2.5 seconds behind. Knibble there. There's the high screen. Doesn't go for it. Clemson brings the 2 up top. Coincidentally, if we end up I do wonder, so when Malik Brown comes up, is there somebody open? Is Cooper Flag open on this cut here? And no, covered. Evans is covered. So had Malik Brown gotten this pass, the pass out would have been to Isaiah Evans, who would have been able to take a 3. That may have worked for us, but yeah, that was not great. That was a very, very poor execution by Duke. Okay. So, yeah. Evans wide open because Clemson brought a double team, but we couldn't pass out of the double team, so it was effective. Wow, Auburn going down there. 13 three-point shots for the Florida Gators and 22 assists. Luckily for us, Clemson is not shooting 13 three-point shots, or not hitting 13 three-point shots. They're only 1 of 4 at for the time being. Get into the stats here in just a second. So number 1 goes down. Looks like the Volunteer Tennessee beats Oklahoma. That's an unranked team, though. That was rather easy. You know, Chad, I'm not quite sure how to feel about the half, because on the one hand, Clemson is shooting, 68% from the floor. That's insane. Like, shooting roughly 7, like, that's crazy. Like, even if you were shooting like 40% from the floor, like, okay, that's really good, especially against a Duke team. But they're shooting close to 70% from the floor. So, like, they just basically had the best shooting half they could have. Clemson did. And they're down 6. Meanwhile, Cooper Flagg, our best player, has 4. On the flip side, Chase Hunter, their best player, also has 4. So basically, we've canceled out the best player from both teams in this particular game so far. Flagg for us with 4, Chase Hunter for them with 4. Null and void, all right? I watched the Illinois-Rutgers game the other day, and from what I've watched, Dylan Harper is their only hope. Is that for Rutgers or Illinois? I guess because we do have Illinois coming up. And so, this is where we're at, with Cooper Flagg 2 of 5, and 0-1 from 3. Only 1 assist, no rebounds. It's very, sort of like, not very Cooper Flagg-like stat line. Although he does have a couple steals, so that's good. I don't know why they don't show steals here, but anyway. On the other hand, you have Tyrese Proctor, who's got 16 points, who's right now headed for his best game of the year, if he were to keep this up, is really making up for the whole Flagg only scoring 4. 6 of 9 from the floor, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. So half of his shots are 2s, half of them are 3s. Very nicely balanced. Sion James has 7. He's perfect from the floor and the free throw line so far today. Had 2 fouls, and Knipple also has 2 fouls, and Malawach also has 2 fouls. So a little bit to watch for there in the foul trouble. As we wipe those out. So foul trouble might be something to watch, right? For those 3 guys. But Proctor is fine. Flagg is fine as far as it comes to foul trouble. Brown is fine. It's not really going to change that game all that much, I don't think. Let's look at the Clemson side of the ledger here. Yeah, we're up 6, even though Clemson's shooting a stupid high percentage. Can they continue to shoot a stupid high percentage? Sure. Duke's shooting pretty well, too. Again, the difference in the game is really this 3-point shooting. 6 of 10 from beyond the arc. And actually, Clemson closed this down. We were 5 and 6, and they were only 1 of 5. No, that's not right. No, yeah, 1 of 5. Is that right? 4. 1 of 4. They were 1 of 4, I think, from 3 there. From the free throw line, rather. So I don't know if a team can shoot 68% from the floor for the entire game against Duke, who has made who's cut out to be the defensive team, right? And this is the stat. We are 7th in the nation in field goal percentage defense, with opponents averaging 37.7% against us. This is almost Double. So that is kind of bizarre. Although, yeah, Chase Hunter only has 4 points. He averages 17 and a half. So there's 13 points there. Cooper Flag averages 19. There's 15 points missing there. Do you get Flag here with 15? You get Chase Hunter with 13. If both star players hit their averages, Duke still wins the game, right? I guess the problem is going to become if Flag doesn't get close to his average, can Knipple and Proctor carry us? Is Sion James going to go for 15? Right? Who else needs to show up? Isaiah Evans needs to show up and hit some threes if the points aren't coming for Flag. He would need at least 2 3-pointers, you'd think. That's a 6 points there. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Lock-in here has 8 points to lead Clemson. He averages 10 a game, right? And he's perfect from the floor. He only played, this is 8 points in 9 minutes. So Lock-in is having himself a game. Clemson going inside has definitely been working. Clemson, Lock-in 8 points in 9 minutes, but two fouls. So you could send the foul trouble the other way if you're able to get Lock-in in foul trouble. That would be like, I think that is really key for us in order to like sort of win this game, is to get Lock-in an early third foul and then send him back to the bench. Clemson isn't at that percentage because Duke isn't defending well. These numbers should come down if Duke keeps it up. I think so. I think that might be the message to the guys at, in the locker room at halftime, is that, look, you're not playing bad defense. Like, the defense isn't terrible, but Clemson is just, like, their offense is just really good. It's really efficient right now. 7 assists there on the 15 makes. It's kind of mid. I mean, Duke is 5 assists on 15 makes. That's not great. Not a lot of ball movement. But, like, yeah, total rebounds, 11 for Clemson, 9 for Duke. Again, they scored their second chance points here. 3 second chance points. Those were the Christian Reeves ones. But the points off turnovers is still the story. I mean, if you're Clemson, you're saying we're beating ourselves right now because given how well they are shooting, if they did not have the turnovers, right? Let's say they had half the number of turnovers. So 5. 5 shots at a 70% clip is basically at least 3. 6 points and the game is tied, right? So the difference in the game is Duke's defensive ability to generate turnovers right now. 10 turnovers for Clemson, 6 for Duke, and 7 out of the 10 are steals. I do hope that Duke manages to keep the turnovers down, though. We got to keep this like 6, like maybe 8 for the game is fine, but like any more is gonna get interesting. So yeah, keep turning Clemson over. If they're gonna keep like making shots, keep turning them over. But yeah, that's where we're at, chat. Oh hi, the dog is waking up after his from his nap after his walk. I gotta go refill some water. Drink break, everybody. Yeah, Cooper Flagg is a second half player. I hope so. I hope that stays true. Usually it's not 4 points and a half, though. I mean, I think both teams are... Duke's got to be happy with where it's at, given how well Clemson has played. Clemson is probably not happy with itself because of its turnovers, and they think they should be ahead. Tied, at least, or if not ahead. So, yeah, this is going to be a sort of back-and-forth game. I think the biggest lead has been 9 by Duke. And every time we get there, Clemson manages to go on a bit of a run, like a 4-0 run, a 6-0 run, and cut the lead back down. So we haven't been able to break double digits. These first 4 minutes of the second half are going to be really key. They're going to tell us a lot about whether or not Duke is, ready to go here in the second half. And, because if you came out, you're up 6. If you go, you start with the ball, you go ahead and you score here on this first possession, and then you get, force Clemson into another turnover and score. You get a quick 4 points. You put yourself up 10. You're feeling pretty good as far as being able to kind of control the game and kind of impose your will and then do what you want. But if Clemson comes out here and does a 4-0 run at us, we're in for a barn burner, long haul here, folks. I am sort of nervous for this outcome here. Could go either way, honestly. I would be interested to see. I think the first play of this second half is going to be to get Cooper Flagg going. Something going to the rim, even if he gets fouled in the action. That's, I think, what we're trying to cook up here. All right, let's do it. Keep an eye on number 1 for Clemson. Keep an eye on our number 2. And that might be the story of the second half. Also, Knipple might be an interesting one here because he had to go to the bench early with those 2 fouls. That kind of neutralized his offense, but he had 11 points before he did that, so... All right, let's see it. Let's do it. Here we go. Duke to start. I'll give the possession arrow to the Tigers. I hope Dickie V is right. I gotta say, he says number 2 is gonna take over the second half. I hope he's right. And here we go. Why are there a bunch of empty seats above the student section at Clemson? That's crazy. So let's see where this first play goes. Flagg with the ball at the moment. Gonna give it to Malawach. He's gonna give it right back to Flagg. Going on Shefflin, and he's gonna take the jump shot. Not quite. And Malawach is going to attempt the rebound, but he will be fouled on that action. So, as I said, the first play, first shot of the second half does in fact go to Cooper Flagg. And that'll be a foul on Dylan Hunter, his second, but Flagg could not come up with it. So Duke to inbound here. And Proctor will get it. And Proctor being guarded by Chase Hunter. Proctor getting the better of that matchup this afternoon. Nice find there. Proctor in the corner gets his man up in the air. And Proctor will drill another one in the face of Chase Hunter. 18 points for Tyrese, who picks up right where he left off. So that's 2 points for Duke. Here to break the scoring in the second. And this is Dylan Hunter, and who falls over. And actually, no, Duke will steal it. Clemson will retain possession. Tyrese should have just let that go out of bounds, actually. That would have been the turnover that I was asking for, but he tried to save it because Knipple was going down the court. It would have been an easy 2. So Clemson with 8 seconds on the shot clock here, inbounding in the backcourt. And this is Zachary going to go up. Not quite. Rebound to the Blue Devils as Clemson finally misses a shot. Wow, they missed. Incredible. Flagg. There's the screen by Malawach. Flagg trying to go in. Flagg trying to finish. Too strong. Nice rebound by Malawach. And the putback, not quite. Malawach trying to get that rebound and it in the hands of Dylan Hunter, actually. So Duke with a missed opportunity. Cooper's just slightly off. Like, the shots are just a little too strong. Shefflin going to go turn around jump shot. Good defense, actually, by Proctor. And Duke with a rebound. Duke cannot get the rebound, actually. Will stay with Clemson. Lucky them. Lucky them. So the team's not quite as hot as they were in the first half. Clemson with 20 seconds on the reset shot clock. 15 now. Good defense by Sion James to deny Chase Hunter the pass. This is Lockham. Lockham will score again. He's got 10. He's gotten everything he's wanted here today. Lockham really has been the linchpin for Clemson. Haven't been driving him or anything. Here's Flagg. They're going to get the screen. No, he will take the 3. No, that shot is way off, actually. No, not good. I'm not so sure about Cooper's shooting tonight, folks. Here's Lockham. Couldn't get that one. And he will be fouled. And he will be and one. Wow. Ah, this has not gone, like, okay, this has definitely gone the wrong way here. Lockham gets his own rebound. And his own putback with an and one. Not good. Not good. That's the third foul on Malawach. Flagg is kind of throwing right now. 0 of 3 this half. I mean, if he had made 2 of them, like, we'd still be okay, right? We'd be at like 47. But yeah, not great. Lockham will convert. So he's got 13, well above his season average of 10. But, I mean, that's the matchup we called out at halftime. That's the one that seems to be working. If we can somehow send Lockham to the bench, I think it really shuts down Clemson's offense. It's beautiful move by Proctor. He's got 20. Very creative play there between Brown and Proctor. Proctor on Hunter. And denying the ball still. Here's Lockham as Brown has come in and Malawach has gone to the bench because Malawach has 3. We have a kick ball here. That does reset the shot clock on the kick ball. Okay. Dylan Hunter here. Good D. Good switching by Duke on this possession, actually. Oh, that's an offensive foul! What? Lock him through the elbow at flag. And now he has 15. What? Boy, that was an obvious call. Oh. Oh, I mean, Clemson obviously, like, storms the, like, obviously. This is their Super Bowl. They're not going to win a national title, so... Flag cannot convert again. 0 for 4. Oh, my goodness. It is not a good game for Flag there. Almost a deflection. Oh, my God, they're going to call CNJ for a foul. That's bullshit. That's a steal. They just gifted Clemson a possession here. They just gifted Clemson another possession because that should have been a Duke steal going the other way for 2. Nope. Oh my gosh, Clemson couldn't score that. Can we get a rebound, please? That's a foul. So James and Malawach both with 3 fouls here. Not great. So Duke by 3, 16 minutes to go here in the game. Knipple coming up looking for it. Nice pass down low to Brown. Proctor's going to come around to try to get it. No, it passed to Flag. Flag 1-on-1 against Sheffield. Doesn't want to take the matchup. Proctor. Nice pass to James. James goes up. That's a good foul. It's a foul on Wiggins, his second. The problem with the Clemson fouls is it's like they're not on anyone of important. Like, and there's not many of them. I mean, Duke had 10 fouls in the first half. Clemson had 7. But, like, all the Duke fouls are concentrated, like, yeah, Malawach 3, James 3, Knipple 2. Like, for instance, Caleb Foster doesn't have a foul. Like, it wouldn't matter, right? Like, or Isaiah Evans only has 1. If Isaiah Evans had 3 fouls, it'd be like, okay, so what, right? Like, you know, there's no Gillis, so we can't absorb fouls there. Gongba hasn't played at all, so no foul situation to be heard of in that regard. But, like, yeah, Lockham still only has 2. No fouls on Chase Hunter, but he's only has 4. Like, at one point in this game, you're going to see Chase Hunter, like, hit a big 3. And, like, to tie the game or take the lead for Clemson late, and it's going to be brutal. All right? That could still happen. But, yeah, Victor Lockham with 15 points. Nobody else for Clemson has more than 5. Like, look at that score sheet. Nobody else on Clemson has more than 5. And the dude averaging 10 has 15. Come on. I'm actually very surprised because our guys down low are just getting, this dude is just beating up on our guys down low, whether it's Brown or Malawach. We're just getting beat. Just getting killed in the paint. Let's take a look at points in the paint here. Points in the paint. 26-20. Clemson ahead by +6. The Clemson shooting has come down from 68% to 62%. So at least there's that. But yeah, Proctor's the only one shooting good. I mean, Flag is 2 of 9. Meanwhile, Proctor is 8 of 11. So between the 2 of them, they are 10 of 20, which is acceptable. But yeah, not great.
This game feels like Clemson should be up by 10. I mean, they would be if they didn't turn the ball over so much, right? That's really what it's come down to. Like Duke only 2 of 7 from the floor here in the second half. Clemson 3 of 7 is not that much better. But Duke's missed its only 3. Clemson hasn't even taken one. So, I think like we said earlier, right? Like this is going to be a sort of touch and go game, and it's probably going to be close even at the end. Like Duke was favored by 6.5. I wouldn't be surprised if it's decided by 3 or 4 points at the end of the day. It is a great test, but you gotta beat the test, right? You can't flunk it. You can't flunk the test. So Knipple Brown, James, Flagg, and Proctor, the 5 on the floor. These Clemson games are so tough to watch because Clemson has been good those last couple of years. They just haven't been able to convert it into any success in the tournament. That's the that's the difference. Like they're always like regular season wise, they're always a decent team. 18-5, 10-2 in the conference. Like they've been a decent team under Brad Brunell year in and year out. And James is only 1-2. Duke does not recover the rebound, and instead Flagg gets a foul. That's really unfortunate. So instead of a rebound, you get a foul. Congratulations. That's the second on Flagg. Not great. And only 1 of 2 at the free throw line. So Clemson, let's see here. Del Jones over to Shefflin, and now to Zachary. Zachary back to Lockham. And Lockham to Zachary. As long as you just gotta deny Lockham here, or that we don't. Here's Flagg. Flagg cannot get another foul here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Lockham scores again. 17 for Lockham. The problem with one of the guys that isn't supposed it's like the guy who's going off isn't the one you'd think. Oh my goodness, that's a foul. It's a foul on Jaden Zachary. His first. So the guy who's going off is some like this random Lockham scores 10 points a game, which means that the Chase Hunter threat is still there at any point. Yeah, he scored 5 points against Georgia Tech the other day on 2 of 8. Give me a break. Fouled out after 16 minutes. Jesus, man. Flagg gonna take a turnaround jump shot. He can't hit that either. Flagg is just, it's not happening tonight, guys. It's not happening for Cooper tonight. That is, yeah. Nice rebound by Knipple, actually, as the 3 doesn't go for Clemson. Unfortunately, 2 of 10 now for Cooper Flagg. Not great. Knipple gonna take 3. Yes. Con Knipple is right there to pick up the slack from his fellow freshman. I think Flagg has got to go to, I understand that, shooter's got to shoot and, he's got to stay aggressive, but he's just as good and just as effective, getting his teammates shots, open shots. A Cooper Flagg that has 5 or 6 assists in a particular game is a great Cooper Flagg. 2. And as Jaden Zachary converts, but we trade the 3 for the 2, so Duke goes ahead by 1. So 49-46, ahead by 1 in the trade, I guess. So Duke by 3. A lot of ball denial here.
Deflection by Lockham as the ball will stay with Duke. And flag will go into the bench as Gongba will come in. Interesting trade there. Looking for a little spark here, maybe down in the paint. See if the rest of the team can pick flag up here. James to Knipple. Back to James. James has a lane if he wants it. Actually, Malik Brown is going to take 3. I'm not so sure about that. Oh my god. That'll be the 3rd on Knipple if that is his 3rd. So 3 on Malawach, 3 on James, 3 on Knipple. Boys, we're in a little bit of trouble here. It's like we are just hanging on for dear life here. We need a steal and a bucket. We need a big steal here, man. Big steal on this possession. Something like Brown's got to come up big for us, or Proctor. Chase Hunter. Still not being able to do much. Only 4 points for Hunter. Just locked down here by Proctor. Almost a steal there. Yeah, we have no momentum. I mean, Clemson, I guess, has momentum by virtue of the fact that it was behind and is, like, now closer. And there is almost a steal. It'll be a held ball. I do not believe the held ball resets the shot clock, so 3.4 for Clemson. And flag comes back in. Wow, Syracuse beats Boston College in triple overtime. Goodness. So yeah, 3.4 on the shot clock here for Clemson. This is a big possession. This is a big possession right here if Duke can come up with a shot clock violation. Or Clemson is about to get bailed out by a miracle three-pointer or a foul. Evans to come in for James. Clemson trying to inbound. Does get it to Shefflin. Shefflin will take a 3. Oh my. What did I tell you? They're going to get bailed out by a miracle 3 from Shefflin. I mean, come on. With 4 seconds on the shot clock, man. Come on. You know what? It's Clemson's night. It's not Cooper Flagg's night, but it is Clemson's. It's too bad, because Proctor has had one hell of an evening. I mean, damn. Here he goes again, going for 3. Short! Gongba trying to tap it out and can't, so rebound to Clemson. My God. Chase Hunter thought about a really deep 3, drives it instead, and there's the Chase Hunter showing up. We need a timeout, I think, here. 5th, yeah, I mean... Oh, no timeout for Duke, actually. Coach Shire just content to play this out. Okay. He's got the play call in. Well, the next whistle will take us to a timeout here, and Flag gets fouled. All right. Duke will have an opportunity to inbound. Yeah, Coop is not doing well tonight. I mean, 2 of 10 is just... 2 of 10 is too much here. It's... Even if it was like 4 of 10, you'd say, okay, it's like still okay, right? But like 2 of 10, brutal. But like, sure, like he's being played really tough, but like he's missing shots that he usually makes. Like the mid-range turnaround jump shots, that's his shot. Like he's missed also at the rim. He's just been long on everything. Knipple going to drive in. No, the fadeaway is short, man. Oh, that was the opportunity. The problem is now we're really going to need it. Well, actually, the next whistle will take it to a timeout, but like, yeah, this is complete momentum to Clemson right now. They're not turning the ball over. That's the thing. They're not turning the ball over. And they're out rebounding us like crazy. Here's Chase Hunter. And great deflection by Malik Brown. And that'll take us to the timeout. A much needed timeout. Clemson's going to have 4.4 seconds. Inbounding from the same exact spot. It just hit a 3 with 3.4 seconds. Ay. Look, every time Duke has been pushed, though, like this, they have responded. So I'm hopeful here. I'm hopeful that our guys are going to be able to respond. And that this game doesn't get out of hand. I just don't think you can win a game with Cooper Flagg having only 4 points. I mean, we've won games with Cooper Flagg scoring less than 10, but A, those games have not been on the road against ACC opponents, and B, he's done other things like, assisting and rebounding. He has 1 rebound and 1 assist. It's like, yeah, it's not good. Clemson a 7-0 run over the last 2:42. And Duke hasn't scored in 3 minutes. Actually, I think since Sion James hit a free throw. Oh, no. Knipple hit a 3. Yeah. So, yeah, actually, we are still at the turnovers here. 6 turnovers for Duke and 10 for Clemson, which means there have been no turnovers by either team in this second half. And all of a sudden, Clemson is back ahead. So, that was, Clemson had to fix the turnovers, right? And so far, that's what they've done. They're still shooting 60% from the floor. And Duke is 25%. We are 3 for 12. We are 3 for 12 so far in this half. And Clemson is 7 of 12. Still shooting 65%. I mean, yeah, we said, can the hot shooting for Clemson continue? Apparently the answer is yes. Apparently the answer is yes. They're just going to shoot 60% for the game. The whole game! Insane. If they were shooting the average for the Duke Duke defensively, that is going to be 40%. So they are 25% higher, okay? So they're 34 times 40 is 12. 2 is 14. They're basically 8. They are 8 shots above 14. Is that right? 12, 8, 6, 2. It's like 15. They're like 6 or 7 makes above the average, which is double digits. Double digits points. Clemson with 4.4 left on this shot clock. Probably going to inbound it and get another 3. Yeah, we've been in this situation with Wake. Yeah, agreed. And we've responded, but I mean, in the Wake Forest game, right? Cooper Flagg had 24 points. There's a big difference. We're missing 20 points here from Cooper. Dickie V is right. We got off to such a good start there with back-to-back turnovers that we turned into points immediately. Nice. So almost a steal there. Shot clock at what? 3-7? Oh, 3 seconds. All right, so now it's less than what it was when they hit the 3. So maybe we have a chance here. This does actually, Skylark is right. This does feel like that start of that Wake Forest second half. This is very similar. Chase Hunter's going to have to put it over Malik Brown. It misses the rim entirely, and shot clock violation. So here we go. So Duke, after a great defensive possession where we were able to get the shot clock violation, has to come up on the offensive side. And James is going to... that's not a foul? Wow. Wow, that was 2 points. That is crazy. That was a tie game right there. And Lockham on Brown. Lockham will finally miss, but Clemson will get a rebound. They are killing us on the boards, especially the second chance opportunities here. Wow, we are just... Oh my goodness. That three-pointer is deflating by Jaden Zachary, because you had the defensive rebound, and you just let Clemson have it. Oh my God. And Flag can't get that to go either. James is short. We're in a lot of trouble. We are in a lot of trouble right now. Our shots are not going, and we are not rebounding. It is Clemson's day right now. Yep. I'm gonna call a foul on Malik Brown there? Wow. Scoreless for 4.5 minutes. I mean, and we've had decent looks. Like, Flag just missing again. Again, long. Too strong. Flag has just been... He hasn't had the touch. Oh my God, they almost stole. This is going to be another 3 here for Dylan Hunter. Another foul. I mean, we're getting beat on the rebounding actions here. That, I think, is Knippel's 4th. Yeah. And that is Knippel's 4th there on the rebounding action. I mean, this is crazy. Like, we can't get the rebound, and instead, we get a foul. So Knippel is going to have to manage 4 fouls. I mean, he's played great offensively, 14 points. There's just nobody else to pick up the slack. Evans is going to have to come in. Oh, Sion James almost steals it. Did Proctor just auto... Is that a goal on... Wow. Shefflin, timeout. I think Proctor put that one back in. No, the game is out of control at the moment. They kind of fought for it, and Proctor wasn't able to get it. I mean, we can't rebound. We can't rebound, man. We're getting killed rebounding. 26-15. Jesus. 7 offensive rebounds for Clemson, going to 13 second chance points. That is insane. It is like it basically says every offensive rebound they get, they've converted into points. This game is a mess at the moment. This game is a mess. The second half has not played out for Duke. We are losing the second half 21-8. I mean, we haven't scored in 5 minutes. Wow. Even when we play good initial defense, we can't close the possession. And so Clemson just gets another crack at it. And when you're shooting 62%, that's better than 1 of 2. So if you get 2 shots at it, it's going in. Right? There's like no one and they gotta be one and done. We have to score on this possession. We have to score on this possession. This is such a big possession to try to like stabilize things. Be curious to see if he did get Cooper Flagg's points. I mean, even if we had 6 points, we'd still be losing right now, as we're losing by 7. So, yeah. The thing with Clemson is that they'll just turn around and lose to some team on Monday or Tuesday. They'll turn around and just they'll beat Duke, and then the Duke curse. They'll turn around and just beat and lose to the next team that they play. Yes, we have 8 points in 10 minutes. Like I said, man, the fix is in. They bring Dick Vitale in for his first game. They call that flagrant foul at the beginning with the ref. Like, the refs want to put us in foul trouble. The fix is in, man. The fix is in. Clemson plays UNC on Monday. Is it at It's at UNC, right? Or is it at Clemson? They've had 2 home games. And Clemson can't win at Carolina, right? They have like 1 win ever. And that's a turnover. So Isaiah Evans with a 3. The 3 wouldn't have gone anyway, but that's a Duke turnover. So the first team to turn it over in the second half is Duke. Actually, Clemson turned it over already, so fair enough. Yeah, everything going right for Clemson right now. Oh, it's at Clemson? Well, then they have a... Oh, wow. Lockham misses. I mean, he's hit everything all game, and he misses that? Jeez, man. That's a gift. Like, if there's any, like, shred of hope, that's it right there. There's the hopium for Duke, is that Lockham miss. Oh, get the cut to James. No. Oh, wow. Okay, Isaiah Evans got that one. All right, all right. Not bad, not bad. I was going to say, if there's a shred of hope,
That lock-em miss there. That's pretty good for Duke. Malawatch with the steal. James on the floor. Timeout. Foul? Timeout? What is it? Out of bounds? It's out of bounds. Is it foul? Oh, it's Clemson ball. Clemson ball, no reset. I mean, that would have been big for Duke, too. Come on, boys, let's go. Get the turnover here. If it's a loose ball, no, it goes to Duke. Duke has the arrow. Duke has the arrow. Clemson with 15 seconds to shoot here. Lockham goes to the bench. So that's good. Let's see who else for Clemson, though. Dell Jones, short. And a rebound is stolen by Chase Hunter. I mean, Isaiah Evans has it in his hands, and Clemson steals another offensive rebound. And I don't even know, man. Reeves, flag stole it. Okay. Duke out with this one. That's a foul. That's... What? Oh, my God. So basically, we stole that ball. We stole the ball twice on that possession, okay, and couldn't actually make anything of it. It was good. I agree, it was good defense, but damn, that's just so brutal. Because like we could have cut into this lead. Like you need those kinds of stops. You got to stop them on the defensive end. They can't keep scoring on you, right? Like, or else you'll never bring it back. Jones gives it up to Zachary. Zachary's going to take a short runner and actually is going to miss. So there's a stop and a Cooper flag rebound. Another opportunity here for Duke. Or Proctor here. Proctor's been quiet ever since he hit an early three-pointer here in the second. He was very effective early. And Isaiah Evans can't hit the three. So Duke comes up completely empty on that possession. Still a 4-point game, though. As we hit the under 8 timeout. Clemson by 4. 7:30 to go. Man. It's like... I'm just looking at stats here, man. Knipple on the bench with 4 has just been completely taken out of the game. Locken had 2 fouls in the first half and hasn't fouled at all here in the second. Yeah, I know we're fighting. We're fighting here. Actually, 45% shooting for Clemson, but... The thing is, though, look, Clemson has turned it over twice in this half, and we don't have any points off those turnovers. In the first half, Clemson turned it over 10 times. We had 18 points off turnovers. Clemson has turned it over twice in the second. We have 0. I mean, it's a crazy ratio. 10 turnovers and 18 points. It's almost like basically you score on every turnover. But Clemson has taken much better care of the ball this half. The rebounding has been the crazy one. We're minus 11 in rebounding. Minus 11. That's the stat that really stands out to me. I mean, forget about like, yeah, Clemson is shooting a ridiculous percent from the floor, but like, they're rebounding. They're rebounding hard. Plus 11. I mean, Duke being 1 of 8 from Duke 1 of 8, one of their last 8 is just not. Not really panic time. I mean, we're only down 4. You get a stop in a bucket, and you're like right in it, right? Like, I'm surprised Clemson isn't up more, to be honest. Because we've given them opportunities. Like we've messed up a couple of these last couple kind of possessions. So we've definitely given them opportunities to extend the lead, and they haven't. What I don't really like though is the thought of having to like execute a late game play, because we just don't do that well. If we have to execute like a end of game, get a shot off at the end of the game to try to win it or tie it, no. We don't need to chuck contested threes either. Yeah, I agree. The Isaiah Evans 3-pointers, I mean, the one he just shot and missed, he hit the last one for the exact same spot, so I don't really know what to like say to that. Like, you may as well like let him rip it, I guess. It is a little early to just kind of throw up threes like that, but yeah, as Dickie V is saying, this is the great stat. Nobody has even had +7 rebounding on Duke. I mean, Kansas was the one, they were +6. That was the most that anybody had had. And now Clemson is +11. Who was this off of? It's off of Duke, actually, so out of bounds. Foul. Foul on Flag. Very easy call. He's not vertical. I mean, Flag is bringing his hands down as Shefflin is trying to go up. It's just a very easy call. Shefflin has the right positioning, down low. Flag bends over. Foul. I mean, he did it right the second time, but by that point, the foul had already been called, so. Shefflin now in double digits, so it's Shefflin with 10, Zachary with 10, Lockham with 17. Oof. And 1 of 2. Oh my God, Clemson just got the offensive rebound of a missed free throw! Come on! Chase Hunter for 3 is going to absolutely make this. Oh my God. And Duke has to rely on Clemson fouling them in order to end the possession. Pitiful. Pitiful rebounding tonight. Terrible rebounding. At least Malawach gets fouled on the second attempt. That'd be Jaden Zachary there. I mean, Malawach is going to have to make these, man. Yeah. Good. He only has 2 points, including that free throw. I wouldn't mind if he missed and we got the rebound, though. But very unlikely. So I'd rather make him hit it. Thank you. All right. So it's only a 3-point game.
Where is the scoring going to come from? Where is the scoring going to come from Duke? Is it going to be more Is it going to be more Proctor? More Knipple? Oh my God, man. Just a total breakdown. Oof. Lock 'em to Shefflin for 2. Flag on Shefflin. And that'll be a foul. At least Flag gets to go to the free throw line. That's the first foul on Shefflin. Zone? Interesting idea, Chalk fan, actually. Interesting idea. Interesting idea. We haven't seen it, though. What's up, bud? Flag at least gets both at the free throw line, so back to 3. Let's see if we can get a stop. Yeah, actually, this is the zone. So there we go. Here's the zone. The 2-3 zone for Duke. Lockham gonna head it over to Del Jones. Del Jones for 2. That doesn't look any good, but ripped right out by Lockham. I mean, again, the rebounds. Clemson is gonna have another shot at it. Oh my God, and they're gonna call a foul on Malawach. That's the 4th. Again, because you cannot rebound. You cannot end the possessions. How many fouls have we had on rebounding action and second chance opportunities here for Clemson? And this just turns into free throws. It's a 1-and-1. Ay, ay, ay. The foul trouble from Knipple is caused by the lack of rebounding. The foul trouble from Malawach is caused by the lack of rebounding. And all Lockham did was just tap it out. Well, he didn't actually even get two hands on the ball. He just tapped it. I mean, the missed 1-and-1 is effectively a turnover. So that's a stop. I guess Malik Brown can do the rest of the... Right, here's Flag for 3. Oh my goodness, Cooper Flag for 3. There it is. There it is. 59 all. Woo! So now back to the zone. Clemson a little confused here. Chase Hunter almost loses it. The pass inside to Shefflin. Shefflin, the pass inside, and looks like it was deflected by Cooper Flag. Clemson calls time with 7 seconds on the shot clock here. Yeah, exactly. He dribbles into the zone. He dribbles baseline. He tries to go baseline on Malawach, and it gets bailed out, right? It's a near miracle we're still in this. I mean, to be fair, the team has shown a lot of grit. Like, we talked about how, like, this looks like the... Skylark posted about how this looks like the Wake game. It's very similar. Like, we had been in a similar position on the road in the second half, not shooting well, hanging in there. And, I mean, credit to the guys They've hung, that's what they've done. They've hung in there. They have not played well, but they have hung in there. And look, if we get a stop on this possession, we could very easily take the lead here, right? Like, Flag getting the free throws, seeing those go down, gets the three-pointer, building confidence. Flag has the last 5 points for Duke, right? For somebody who's been held down all game, that's a confidence builder for him. Those free throws are big. At least he's got to see it go through the net, right? And he comes in, hits a big three. His confidence is building. Let him have it. So Brad Brunell called the timeout here, presumably to come up with something against the zone. I think what we're going to see is John Shire. It looks like they're going to come out in man, actually, which we've done before, where basically the team calls timeout, and then instead of zone, we come out in man, because they presumably drew up a play for zone. Oh my God, man. Lockham has just hit everything. That was great defense by Malawach. Better offense by Lockham, who's got 19. All right. I mean, it's that dude's night, right? Like, sure. He's doubled his, like, season average. Okay, I guess. It is what it is. You know? Good defense by Clemson. Oh my goodness, what a shot by Proctor! Wow! What a prayer. Prayer answered. Huh. My goodness. No, Skylark, Malawach cannot box out or cannot play a lot of defense because he has 4 fouls. Oh, what a swat. Malawach has 4 fouls. He's defensively compromised here. You know, now that we're under 4 minutes, if he fouls out, maybe not that big of a deal because Malik Brown can come in, and Brown only has 2. No, Brown has 3. Where's Brown? No, he has. I was right. He has 2. Brown only has 2 fouls, so like, we can make that work. But like on that particular play, I think he wanted to keep it. Like he wanted to keep himself in the game. Now, yeah, if Malawach fouls out with 2 minutes to go, like okay, it is what it is. But what an insane play by Proctor. Let's go back and look at the replay. I mean, this is crazy, right? Like, hold on. Like, you got the shot clock winding down on you. You got 2 guys on you. Hand in the face, over Lockham. I mean, ice cold in the veins, right? Ice cold. And it puts you ahead by 1. That's crazy. And then you come down on this end. And this defensive play is big. Clemson is going to have the SWAT. So Clemson will have 12 seconds when we come back. 12 seconds for Clemson. I say stay in zone and try to protect Malawach a little longer, but we will come out of the inbounds and play man. I mean, that is what we did. It was like, look, Lockham hit a great shot, okay, on one end of the floor. Proctor goes in on the other side and hits an amazing shot over Lockham. Just give them credit. The 2 of them did what they got, like, amazing offensive plays by both players. Credit to both of them. But yeah, I mean, this puts Duke up by 1, which is considerable, given, like, how things were trending. I mean, Clemson now down to 55% shooting. They've got 5 more shots, though, because, again, at the rebounding. We're still being out-rebounded by 11. And yet we're ahead by 1. Crazy. I still think Chase Hunter has another one in him. Chase Hunter only has 6 points right now. It might come down to Chase Hunter. Yeah, there was no passing. Chalk fan, there was no passing out of that. There's no... That is a Proctor, like... Because you basically, you pinned yourself in a corner. I think you had James over to your right, But it was 3 Clemson defenders all right there. You couldn't even drive inside. Like, yeah, there was no way. There was no way out. So Clemson to inbound here. 3:53 left in the game. No more media timeouts. 12 on the shot clock. And Malawach is still in the game with the 4 fouls. Knipple is also in the game with the 4 fouls. This is Chase Hunter here. Chase Hunter on flag. Rising. Gets it. It's like I said, Chase Hunter. You can't keep him down for too long, right? Clemson by 1. The first team to get a stop, man. A stop and a bucket, like convert it like that, is... Oh, I thought Flag was about to turn it over. Oh, Flag muscles it in! 11 points for Cooper here. Here's Sheffield. No, Shefflin, sorry. Shefflin being guarded by Flag. Good defense here by Duke. Out to Zachary. We get sealed off, and Zachary, back and forth we go. Back and forth we go. Goodness gracious, 65-64. Here's Knipple. Knipple for 3. Short. Clemson with the rebound. This is so Clemson gets its stop. They have numbers, actually. Yeah, that's a foul. It's a 1-on-1 for Lockham. I mean, he could miss the front end of the 1-on-1. And at least Lockham, who is taking the free throw, won't be able to get a rebound. Shefflin is there in position to rebound, though. So let's see. Lockham did miss the last time he tried to get a 1-on-1. Ay. Nope. Oh, it does go in. Oh. Damn, Clemson hasn't missed since we've come back from the timeout. They haven't missed a free throw. They haven't missed a shot. So Lockham gets them both. So this is now opens a 3-point lead. This is what I mean. Like the first team to get a stop and then the score to sort of break serve is going to put themselves in a really good spot. And that's exactly what Clemson just did. After the Knipple miss, they get 2 free throws on the offensive side. Clemson's playing really great. Oh, Cooper Flag! Are you kidding me? What? Oh my goodness. Yeah, now we got to put back-to-back stops together. Now it's tied. Sure. Oh, here's the 3 on this side. Oh my God, Dylan Hunter. Couldn't stop him. Couldn't get the stop. What a pass by Zachary, honestly. Wow. Cooper driving in. No foul called. Malawach with the rebound to Knipple. Extra pass to Proctor. This could... No, way too strong. Flag with the rebound. He gets fouled. Wow. Goodness gracious here. Third foul on Lockham. Flag is might be unable to take the free throws. Which means Clemson will get to pick who takes the free throws. Which will probably be Malawach. That was an insane three-pointer by over Lockham. So crazy. So this is only a 1-1, actually, because Clemson only has 9 fouls. Both Duke and Clemson actually only have 9 fouls. So this is a 1-1. All right. I mean, Clemson still has yet to miss, I think, in this like final stanza here. This final period, this final 4-minute period. And rebounded. And that's the 5th on Malawach. That's the 5th on Malawach. That's a big miss by Cooper there. It's a 2-point game. So, I mean, I guess you can technically call it a stop for Clemson. They only gave up 1 point on that possession. Shoot. So that'll be Malik Brown the rest of the way. And actually, Shefflin will take 2. That'll be 2 free throws here for Clemson. Well, he misses the first. Well, that's interesting. And he misses the second. That's a turnover. All right, well, there's your stop. So Duke only down 2. James to Flag. We got 63 ticks. Flag rises for 3. Cooper Flag is the man. I can't. Incredible. Duke by 1. Incredible. Cooper Flag has 18 points. 14 of them in the second half. Forget it. 12 points in the last 3 minutes. Like, what? Holy hell. Cooper Flag since the 6:05 mark. Free throw. Proctor, 3-pointer, 5 points. Proctor hits a 3. Jumper, 2 points, 7. Flag, 3, 10. Free throw, 11. Flag, 3, 14. Cooper Flag has the last 14 of Duke's 17 points, all since the 6:05 mark in the game. Insane. Insane. I mean, yeah, we need a defensive. You need one stop. You need, okay, with 52 seconds left, you need one stop because Clemson is going to play defense for the full duration, right? You need one stop and one bucket. A stop and a bucket. That's it. You got to put yourself up by 3 points because Clemson is just going to play it out. So this is it. Look, we've seen Chase Hunter here. He's got 8 points. He can make it happen. Proctor is on him. The rebounds have not gone our way so far. No Malawach. Malik Brown is in the game, but he's well beyond the paint. Here's Chase Hunter, and Chase Hunter will score. Like we said, I mean, there's Chase Hunter. That's like 10 points for him. 72-71. Sion James driving. Good defense by Clemson. Over to Brown. Over to Flagg. Flagg sends it back to James. James trying to score. Wow. I don't know, Sion James taking that, man. He was hoping he'd get fouled. That is not high percentage. It actually got blocked. It got blocked. That is not high percentage right there. That is Knippel's 5th, actually, too. Oh, it's on James. Okay, his 4th. Oh, yeah. That is not the high percentage play we were looking for, actually. I mean, look, Clemson has been missing free throws, too. Sheffield missed both last time. Lockham has gone hit him, but like has also missed a 1-and-1. Oh, he missed one. Ah, he's gonna make the second. You don't need to win it outright. I would send this thing into overtime. I would tie this and I would send this into overtime. I would actually take my final timeout right here. Yep. And here we are again in end of game situation. Right? With Duke needing, this is exactly what we talked about earlier. End of game situation, Duke needing a bucket to either tie or take the lead. And it's just we have not executed well in these situations. This has to be Cooper Flagg, I think. Or Proctor. My goodness. This is exactly what we thought this was going to be. They're going to foul us and put a weaker shooter on the line? That's not an option. Because what I would do is I would not put Malik Brown in the game for this offensive possession with the thought that this offensive possession is going to be the final possession of the game. In that case, you have Proctor, Knippel, Flagg, Evans, and James. There is no option to foul somebody there. Evans would be the one just because he probably hasn't taken as many free throws, but like, you certainly wouldn't want to foul Flagg or Proctor or Knippel, and certainly not on a 3. 58 shooting is nuts. Let's see how this goes. This is definitely... So, okay, so they do put Brown in this one. All right. Even though this is going to be the final possession. So there's flag. This is going to be it. We're going to go downhill. Oh, he slips. Incredible, guys. Incredible. We don't even get a shot. We don't even get a shot! He slips! We don't even get a shot. Decent defense here on the inbounds, actually. And actually, Clemson is out of timeouts. Almost a 5-second violation. I mean, Clemson still has to inbound this thing, so... Yeah, it means nothing come March. I mean, it might flip Alabama like a seed, like between who gets the second, like the second seed and the second number one and number two, like and the third number one, but like. And just Duke being unable to execute at the end of game. Like, it's crazy how, like, lesser teams can at least get, like, the prayer shot off in the three and it'll, like, go. We can't even get the shot off. At least put it in the air. Like, give it a chance, right? At least put it in the air. Oh, great. We fouled a 90% free throw shooter. That's the winning play. I mean, this is gonna make it a 4-point game, and it's like you can go for a quick one, a quick two, but it's kind of getting difficult. Not over, but it's getting difficult. I mean, yeah, there's no, like... Proctor gonna drive in here. Oh, he's gonna get fouled. Yeah, that'll be out on Duke. It's over. That's it. It's over. It's over because he just slipped. Crazy, man. He just slipped. That is crazy. Unfortunate. And credit Clemson, but like crazy that they have this like insane shooting performance tonight. Like 60% from the floor is beyond ridiculous. No opponent has done that to Duke all season. Yeah, but this was going to be the game. This was the upset alert, so we knew it. We knew it. We fought pretty good. I mean, to make it like to have an even and then just like you lose just because he slips, like that's the Lockham kid. 12 points over his average. I mean, that's the story of the game. Chase Hunter basically got almost to his average there. But anyway, next Wednesday will be our next game. And so we'll see you back on the channel. It's a later game. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And that'll be up against Cal. It'll be the first time we've ever played Cal in conference. So yeah, it happens. So all right, I mean we're just gonna end it there. That will be it. I am gonna go eat some dinner because I'm hungry and I did a leg workout this morning. So that'll be it. It is what it is, folks. That's the first loss in conference. At least Clemson can feel decently good about itself on that one. I'll see you all on Wednesday. Enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow. I'm taking the Eagles tomorrow in the big game, and we can talk about it on Wednesday. So see you all later. Have a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe, everybody. And until next time, as always, go Duke. Good night.